Imagine waking up to see the former First Lady of the United States in a video that looks perfectly real, sounds perfectly real, but isn't actually her. That's exactly what happened when an AI-generated video of Melania Trump started circulating online, and the internet absolutely lost its mind. This isn't just another deepfake scandal. This is a watershed moment that's forcing us to confront some seriously uncomfortable questions about the future of political communication, truth, and democracy itself. Stick around because what we're about to unpack affects every single one of us, whether you're into politics or not. So let's set the stage. The video in question features what appears to be Melania Trump delivering a political message. The quality is stunning, almost indistinguishable from reality. Her facial expressions, her voice, the way she moves, it all looks legitimate. But here's the kicker. It was entirely generated by artificial intelligence. No cameras, no actual Melania, just algorithms and data. The video quickly went viral, racking up millions of views before people even started questioning its authenticity. Some viewers were fooled completely. Others were suspicious, but couldn't quite put their finger on what felt off. And once the truth came out that this was AI-generated, the floodgates opened. News outlets picked it up. Social media exploded with hot takes, and suddenly everyone from tech experts to political analysts was weighing in. The big question everyone's asking is, why is this particular video causing such a massive stir? Well, it's not just about the technology, it's about who was depicted, the political context, and the timing. We're living in an era where trust in media is at an all-time low. Misinformation spreads faster than wildfire, and now we have technology that can create completely fabricated videos that look real. This Melania Trump video isn't happening in a vacuum. It's happening at a moment when the stakes couldn't be higher. Now let's dive into the ethics of all this, because this is where things get really complicated. Using AI to generate political messaging opens up a Pandora's box of ethical concerns. First and foremost, there's the issue of consent. Did Melania Trump authorize this video? If not, someone used her likeness without permission to push a political agenda. That's not just unethical, it's potentially a violation of her rights. But even if she did authorize it, and that's a big if, we still have major problems. When politicians start using AI to create content, where do we draw the line between creative communication and outright deception? Think about it. If a candidate can generate a video of themselves saying exactly what focus groups want to hear, tailored to different audiences, without ever actually saying those words, what does that do to authenticity? What does it do to accountability? The potential for misinformation is staggering. Imagine AI-generated videos of candidates making promises they never made, or worse, saying things that are completely fabricated to damage their reputation. We've already seen how regular deepfakes can spread confusion and distrust. Now imagine that weaponized in a political campaign. The manipulation potential is off the charts. Bad actors could create videos of politicians endorsing policies they oppose, making offensive statements they never made, or appearing in compromising situations that never happened. And here's the really scary part. As this technology gets better and more accessible, it becomes harder and harder for the average person to tell what's real and what's not. We're rapidly approaching a point where seeing is no longer believing, and that has profound implications for democracy. How do voters make informed decisions when they can't trust what they're seeing? How do we have meaningful political discourse when reality itself becomes negotiable? Let's talk about the legal and reputational landmines that politicians and content creators are walking into when they use AI like this. From a legal standpoint, we're in murky waters. Laws haven't caught up with technology, and the regulations around AI-generated political content are still being figured out. Depending on jurisdiction, creating and distributing AI-generated videos of public figures without consent could violate right of publicity laws, defamation laws, or election laws. If the video is used for political campaigning, there might be requirements to disclose that it's AI-generated, but enforcement is spotty at best. Politicians who authorize AI-generated content of themselves are taking a huge gamble. Sure, It might seem like an innovative way to reach voters, but the backlash can be swift and brutal. Voters value authenticity, and when they find out they've been watching a computer-generated version of a candidate, trust evaporates. And once trust is gone in politics, it's nearly impossible to get back. For content creators, the risks are just as serious. Creating unauthorized AI-generated videos of public figures can lead to lawsuits, criminal charges, and permanent damage to professional reputation. Even if the intent was satire or commentary, the legal system might not see it that way. And platforms are starting to crack down too. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter have all implemented policies around synthetic media, and violations can result in content removal, account suspension, or permanent bans. Beyond the legal risks, there's the court of public opinion. In today's cancel culture environment, being associated with deceptive AI content can end careers. The reputational damage can be swift, severe, and long-lasting. We've seen it happen with other tech controversies, and AI-generated political content is even more sensitive. The public reaction to this Melania Trump video has been absolutely fascinating and deeply divided. On one side, you have people who are genuinely impressed by the technology. They see it as the future of political communication, a way to make campaigns more efficient and reach voters in new ways. Some argue that as long as it's disclosed that content is AI-generated, there's nothing wrong with using these tools. They compare it to other forms of political advertising that have always involved some level of production and artifice. On the other side, you have people who are absolutely horrified. They see this as a dangerous step toward a post-truth society where nothing can be trusted. Critics argue that even with disclosure, AI-generated political content is inherently manipulative because it creates a false sense of intimacy and authenticity. When you watch a video of a politician speaking directly to you, there's an emotional connection that happens, and that connection is based on the assumption that you're seeing a real person in a real moment. AI-generated content breaks that social contract. The debate has sparked broader conversations about regulation. Should there be laws requiring clear, prominent disclosure when political content is AI-generated? Should certain uses of AI in political campaigns be banned altogether? Should platforms be required to label or remove synthetic media? These aren't easy questions, and there's no consensus. What's clear is that this incident is setting new norms, whether we like it or not. Every time a high-profile AI-generated political video goes viral, it normalizes the technology a little bit more. We're watching in real time as society grapples with what's acceptable and what crosses the line. Some experts worry that we're sleepwalking into a future where AI-generated political content is everywhere, and by the time we realize the damage it's doing to democratic discourse, it'll be too late to put the genie back in the bottle. Others are more optimistic, believing that society will adapt, that we'll develop better detection tools, stronger regulations, and media literacy skills to navigate this new landscape. So where does this leave us? The Melania Trump AI-generated video is more than just a viral moment. It's a preview of the challenges we're going to face as AI technology becomes more sophisticated and more accessible. We're entering an era where the line between real and fake is blurring, and the implications for politics, media, and society are profound. This is a conversation we all need to be part of, because the decisions we make now about how to handle AI-generated content will shape the future of political communication for generations. What do you think? Should AI-generated political videos be allowed? Should they be regulated? How do we protect democracy in an age where seeing is no longer believing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this video informative, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the intersection of technology, politics, and society. Share this with someone who needs to understand what's really going on with AI and politics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.